The site of where the Memorial Stadium is now was originally known as Buffalo Bills Field, and it was named after the show which was held there between 28th of September to the 3rd of October 1891. 2 years after, in September 1893, Clifton RSC started to play on that ground for the first time. During the First World War, the site was converted into allotments, but after the war, Buffalo Bills Field was bought by Sir Francis Nicholas Cowlin and was given to Bristol Rugby Club. It was opened as the Memorial Ground on the 24th of September that year in 1921 by the Lord Mayor of Bristol. The stadium was called the Memorial Ground in memory of the local rugby union players that were killed during the First World War. The ground is situated on Filton Avenue in Harfield, Bristol, and it has been developed significantly over the years. With the advent of the leagues in the late 1980s, Bristol Rugby Union Club looked to develop the ground, replacing the old shed on the north side with the centenary stand to mark the club's 100th anniversary in 1988. The west stand, an original feature of the ground, was demolished in 1995, having been condemned and replaced. In 1996, Bristol Rovers became tenants of the stadium. This was 10 years after the club had left Eastville Stadium, and over the next decade they played at Twerton Park in Bath. In 1998, the rugby club were relegated from the Premiership, causing them severe financial difficulty, and under the terms of the agreement, Bristol Rovers were able to buy Bristol Rugby Club's share of the stadium for a nominal fee, a clause designed to protect either party should one or the other fall into financial difficulty. The rugby club became tenants in their original home. By the mid-2000s, Bristol Rugby Club were back in the Premiership and Bristol Rovers were continuing to play in the lower levels of the Football League. A roof was added to the clubhouse terrace, paid for by the Bristol Rovers supporters' efforts, and temporary stands at the south and southwest of the ground were built to bring the capacity up to 11,916. In 2013, after months of speculation, Bristol Rugby Club announced that they would move to share a ground with Bristol Rovers' arch rivals Bristol City at the newly redeveloped Ashton Gate Stadium. Since 2007, there's been a long debate about whether Bristol Rovers should relocate to a new stadium or whether they should redevelop the Memorial Stadium. One of the initial plans that was proposed and given the green light by Bristol City Council was that the Memorial Stadium was to get a £35 million refurbishment, but by 2011 these plans were shelved. Also in 2011, Bristol Rovers announced that they planned to relocate to a brand new stadium. However, by 2017 these plans were shelved, and once again there was talk about the club staying at the Memorial Stadium and redeveloping it instead. In April of 2023, Bristol Rovers announced plans to remove the South Stand, a temporary tent that had been there since the stadium's redevelopment in 1995/1996. In June 2023, the stand had been completely removed and the land was ready to be rebuilt. However, in July of 2023, local media reported that work on the new stand had commenced without planning permission. In August of 2023, a club statement was released which said, due to issues outside of the club's control, the improved South Stand would not be ready for the start of the new season. The current capacity of the Memorial Stadium is 9,832. The record attendance for a Bristol Rovers match is 12,011 people, and that come against West Bromwich Albion on the 9th of March 2008. The average attendance for a Bristol Rovers home match over the last couple of years has hovered between 6,000 to about 8,000 spectators, depending on which division the club is in. Whilst being based at the Memorial Stadium, Bristol Rovers have also equalled a club record for their biggest ever win in any division. In 2015, they defeated Alfreton Town 7-0 in the Conference Premier, and then just last year in League 2, on the 7th of May 2022, they defeated Scunthorpe United 7-0. The club has also equalled their highest ever score in an FA Cup game whilst being based at this ground. In the second round of the FA Cup on the 29th of November 2020, they defeated Darlington 6-0. So that concludes my brief video about the history of the Memorial Stadium, the current home of Bristol Rovers. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below if you did. There's been plans about them relocating over the last 15 years. This was a picture of what the new ground was meant to look like, but it looks like they're staying put at the Memorial Stadium. This is a ground which I've heard isn't too popular with away supporters, and it's been voted as one of the worst grounds in the Football League. But let me know in the comment section below if you've been to this ground. Let me know what you think of the stadium. I'd be interested to know. I know there's quite a few people that watch my channel that are Bristol Rovers supporters, so let me know your comments down below. But anyways, this has been History of Football. I'll catch us all later in the next video, and I'll see you all then. Alright, tatty bye for now.